Hey everybody, what's going on? This is Splatterman17 back with another review for Ash vs. Evil Dead Season 1. So, it stars Bruce Campbell as Ashley J. Williams. It stars Lucy Lawless as Ruby, or Ruby Noby. Anyways, that wrote the Book of the Dead in this season, anyways. And then as Ray Santiago as Pablo, and as Ash's sidekick. And actually, I think he brings a lot to the role as being a sidekick to Ash. And then it also stars Deanna DiLorenzo as Kelly Maxwell, and she's another good sidekick slash like person that helps out Ash, anyways. And then you got Joe Marie Jones as Amanda Fisher, a Michigan State trooper. But anyways, there's been some weird shit going on 30 years after the events of the original Evil Dead back in the cabin when they got the Necronomicon Ex Mortis. And shit. Amanda Fisher has to go back and like she's finding like some screwed up shit that happened because of the Deadites though. And she's trying to track down Ash the whole season, like for the whole season one anyways. And then Ruby, which is Lucy Lawless, but anyways, Ruby Noby. She also follows around Ash, Ash the whole season. And then Kelly and Pablo. They both work at S Mart, but anyways, they're sitting there, and then like a storm happens, and then they gotta book out and run away. And then this like evil old lady like comes in the trailer though. And then Ash has to get his gear on, and like he chops her head clean off, and then shoots another Deadeye right in the head with his boomstick anyways. And I always thought that was pretty good. And then it continues to kick off as Kelly rides off with in the bike to go see her mother and father. And she watches her. Well, they thought that Kelly thought her mom was dead, and she's not. And she came back, and she is a Deadite and stabs like a fucking fork in her father's head. And then Ash has to sit there and chop the shit out of her and cut her head off. And then they bury both of them. And Ruby shows up, and she can like she knows the like some passages, or like she can recite certain things to like have the Deadites, like she can talk to them anyways. And then like you pick up, and you got to deal with like militias running around this season. Ash has a friend that's in the militia, and basically then he goes back to the cabin. And and then there's this one scene with this creepy little kid, and he has the double barrel, and he's like, "Come on, creepy little kid, it's a fucking shotgun." And then he like blows his fucking head off. I'm like, God damn, that's some crazy shit going on. And like Ruby is summoning like some Deadites though. And like Pablo is sitting there, like he has like the book over his face, because like got like put on his face, like they cut the Book of the Dead off and it went on his face. And he's just sitting there doing some crazy shit, like fucking like almost like puking his guts out, just like the kid just fucking like gets like shit out of his mouth. And that's pretty interesting. And Ruby's sitting there writing new pages in the Book of the Dead. And basically they have like a face off, but then they end up pardoning, because 30 years ago Ash wanted to go to Jacksonville, Florida to get a vacation, so he took that deal. And that pretty much sums up season one. And we rock out to Back in Black. But I really enjoy the series. And it's really hard to like rank it like towards the movies. And I mean, because it's a TV series versus just a movie. But In my opinion, it's really gory and it balances like the comedy and the gore like 50-50 in my opinion. But anyways, that's my opinion. So let me know how anybody feels or if they watched it. But I'm really excited for the Evil Dead game when it comes out. Hey, have a good night.